So, rumours coming out of Merab's camp ahead of Merab v Sandhagen at UFC 320 for the UFC bantamweight world title is that Merab doesn't want to strike with Cory. Now, I hope this is a joke. I hope they're just playing about, because last time a wrestler decided to strike with someone who's a far better striker in a world championship fight, Bilal lost his world championship, right? When he tried to show someone who's actually good at striking and actually a dynamic striker and isn't fearful of the wrestling, like Leon Edwards was fearful of the wrestling, in JDM, who, like I said, was not fearful of it, and a guy who's more dynamic and able to throw combinations better, and honestly moved a lot better than how Leon Edwards moved in the fight against Bilal. When you've got someone like that and you decide to strike with them, it's going to be a long night for you, right? Granted, Merab's probably far more durable in terms of being able to take the shots, and they're smaller guys naturally, so obviously JDM's not going to hit as hard as a Cory Sandhagen, right? But Cory Sandhagen's arguably an even more dynamic striker in terms of the offensive weapons he's got at his disposal, in terms of wheel kicks, spinning kicks, knees, elbows, flying strikes, do you know what I mean? All these things, spinning strikes, all these things, right? And it's not like Morales particularly good defensively. His defense is just basically applying pressure in terms of his striking defense. It's just applying pressure. And really the only way to beat Merab is to stop him. Because whatever Merab decides to do, he's got the gas tank to basically do it, right? So even if he's getting outstruck technically, he'll throw so much volume because he knows he can, that it's hard to not give him the round unless you finish him, like I'm saying, right? But overall, Merab, as a world champion, you should be going with the path of least resistance. You shouldn't be trying to strike with a guy just because people are saying you're a bad striker. You are, right? Like, you don't need to. You need to focus on keeping your world championship. And that probably is what he's doing, right? When Bilal said he was going to strike with JDM, I think a lot of us thought he was joking. Because why would you strike with JDM? If we're being honest. Like, everyone could see JDM is a far better striker than you. Why wrestle? Why strike with him? Same with this fight. Everyone can see Cory Sandhagen is a far better striker than Merab. So why strike with him? Likely, Merab is thinking that as well. But it was interesting to see these sort of comments coming out of the camp. I would be surprised. But also, Merab is high IQ fighter. He can use his striking to set up his grappling. I say use his striking. He's not a high level striker. He's not going to be setting traps. He's not going to be setting up combos. He's mostly just going to be probably running forward, throwing punches, right? And he can have the confidence to do that because Sandhagen's probably not going to take him down. If Sandhagen does take him down, he's not going to be able to keep him down. And keep him down, I mean keep him on the bottom, because likely if Sandhagen engages the grappling, Merab might even let him get the takedown, sweep him, and then get him on top. Do you know what I mean? Merab's really good anywhere, right? And that's when you're so good everywhere, you fight with that sort of freedom. And that's what Merab fights with, to be fair. Which is what makes it a tough night for Sandhagen, makes it a tough fight for Sandhagen. But we'll see if Merab was capping or not, if his team were capping, if they're just saying it for the media hype to get a guy like me to make a video about it. We'll find out. But yeah, I'll be super curious to know what you guys think. What's going to happen in this fight? Do you think Merab's going to strike? Or do you think it's just rumours and Merab's going to actually grapple with him? And let me know your predictions for the fight. Do you think Merab will win? Or do you think Sandhagen can pick up the victory and become a UFC bantamweight champion? Be curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.